Hello dear students, today we will discuss about diffraction at a single slit. You already know that Young's double slit experiment. In Young's double slit experiment, so we consider that two slits. But so diffraction at a single slit, it means so here we consider that only single slit. Okay, so here first one we consider that so this one is a source. We consider that S is a source, and this source emits light rays in all direction. When these light rays is incident on a convex lens. Okay, when these light rays incident on a convex lens, then what happens? So these light rays are refracted. So these refracted light rays are parallel to each other. Okay, so these refracted rays are parallel to each other. Then what happens? So these parallel light rays are incident one of the slit. So here we consider that so this one is a slit. So this one we consider that a slit. It means so this one is a single slit experiment. So this reason here we consider that this one is a slit. Okay, so AB. So this point we consider that A and this point is a B. Okay, and this AB distance we consider that A. So this distance we consider that A or B, or we consider that a small d, whatever it may be. So here I will consider that a distance between these A and B. It means a slit width we consider that A. Next one, suppose so this light rays is incident at a obstruct of this slit. It means edges of a slit. So these edges we consider that obstacle. So then what happens? So here we get a diffraction phenomenon. Yes. So this reason when these light rays is incident on a obstacle or a strike on a obstacle, then what happens? So direction of a light changes. Yes. So direction of a light changes. Okay. So here we consider that so this direction of a light ray changes. Okay, then what happens? So here also, so direction of a light ray changes. Yes, so this direction also changes. Here, so this one is a slit, single slit. Okay, whenever so light rays incident at the edge of a obstacle, then what happens? So direction of a light ray changes. Okay, so here direction of a light ray changes. Then what happens? You already know that Huygens principle. Suppose in that slit, so here we consider that a number of points. So these points we consider that a fresh locus point of a secondary wavelets. So fresh locus point of a secondary wavelets. It means so here we consider that this one is a one locus point, then here we get one secondary wavelets. Okay, then again one secondary wavelets, again secondary wavelets. Yes. Okay, so here we consider that a secondary wavelets like that. Okay, then perpendicular line we consider that a ray of a light. Yes, same thing here we consider that a one fresher locus point, and here we get a secondary wavefront. Okay, and here perpendicular line we consider that a ray of a light. Okay, so these two light rays, these two are parallel to each other, and here these two are parallel to each other. Yes, it means so these light rays are parallel to each other, these two. For example, I will give naming of this light rays. Okay, so here Suppose so this one is 1, and here we consider that this one is 1 dash, and this one is 2, and this light ray we consider that 2 dash, and this one is 3, and this one we consider that 3 dash. Okay, so here 1 and 1 dash, these two are parallel to each other, same thing. Okay, so this one is one light ray and this one is another one light ray, these two are parallel to each other. And here also we consider that this light ray changes its direction. Is so here 3 and 3 dash 3 and 3 dash, these two are parallel to each other. Suppose here we consider that so this light ray changes its direction, these two are parallel to each other. The same thing here we consider that suppose 2 and 2 dash, these two are parallel to each other. Okay, so this reason here we consider that so this were light rays are parallel to each other. Yes, so all are we consider that light rays. So when these light rays incident another one convex lens, okay, so another one convex lens, then what happen, these light rays are converges. So these light rays converges on a screen, and here also so these light rays passes through lens again, so these light rays converges on a screen. Okay, so then here we get bands, it means dark and bright bands on a screen. So this one is a screen and this one is slit, and a lens L1 and a lens L2. Yes, so this one is a source, emits a light rays, so this emitted light rays passes through the lens L1, then here we get light rays are refracted, and these light rays are parallel to each other. So these light rays incident on a obstacle, it means edges of obstacle, then what happened, direction of a light rays changes, because here we get a diffraction phenomenon. Yes, and here we consider that a number of points present in a particular slits. It means these are we consider that a locus point, fresh locus point. By using this fresh locus point, so here we get a secondary wavelets already shown in diagram. So these are we consider that secondary wavelets, and a perpendicular line drawn to this secondary wavelength, so that's one we consider that a ray of a light. Okay. So this one is a diagram. In that diagram, so slit to lenses, and here we consider that a screen. Okay. Next, we want to find out the first thing is a central maxima, central maxima, and a second one secondary minimas, and a third one secondary maximas. So in this experiment we have to find out the central maxima and a secondary minimas and a secondary maximas. Okay, so here, so first one we consider that a central maxima. So central maxima, it means so here we get a central bright fringe, it means a central bright band. Okay, so that's when we consider that a central maxima. It means intensity of this central maxima is a maximum because of a constructive interference. Yes, because constructive interference, so here we get a intensity is a maximum. So this reason, so center we get a bright band, it means a bright fringe. Yes, okay, so here the path difference of a central maxima is 0. Why? Because so here we consider that a one ray of a light, or we consider that this one is another one ray of a light. So wavelength, suppose we consider that a lambda. Okay, so here So one light rays, another light rays, then what happens? So these are refracted and meeting at a single point. It means a path difference we consider that as 0. Why? Because so these two are parallel, then refracted, then here we get so these two light rays meeting at a single point. Suppose here we consider that another ray of a light, and corresponding here we get another one ray of a light, then refracted, then here we get so concentrated or converges in a same point. Suppose here we consider that one point and another point. So here ray of a light refracted and meeting at a single point. It means if you consider that any ray of a light is so having a equal path, it means equal distance, traveling equal distance. So this reason, so path difference we consider that as 0. When a path difference is 0, then here we get a maximum intensity. So this reason here center always we get a maximum intensity band. It means bright band. So that's when we consider that a central maxima. It means the path difference zero. So path difference we consider that as 0. Next we want to find out secondary minimas. So in the secondary minimas, here we consider that slit. So this one is a slit. A point and this one is a B point. Okay, suppose here we consider that this angle is a theta and this angle is also theta. So theta here we consider that angle of a diffraction. Angle of a diffraction. Why? Because so light ray is changes its path. It means a bending of a light rays at corners of a obstruct. So that's one is a diffraction. Okay, so theta we consider that angle of a diffraction. Okay, so here we want to find out a path difference. Okay, so path difference. So this reason, if you draw perpendicular line, so this one is a perpendicular line. Suppose here we consider that this point. So this point we consider that C. Sorry, so this one is C and this point is P, and suppose here we consider that this point is X. Is so this perpendicular line drawn to this PX. Okay, so here we get so this one is a path difference. So this one is a path difference. So this path difference value we consider that a lambda. For example, here okay, so this one we consider that a path difference. So this path difference value we consider that a lambda. Okay, then we want to find out a secondary minimas. In a secondary minimas, so in secondary minimas we want to find out a first secondary minimas. Yes, in a secondary minimas we want to find out a first secondary minimas. First secondary minimas. So this reason, if you make this slit into two equal parts, for example here we consider that okay, so this one is a 1 point present exact middle of a slit. Okay, so here we consider that one of a light rays travel to this fresh locus point. Okay, if you make two parts of this slit, and here we get a path difference is lambda. Yes, so path difference lambda, and it means so this value we consider that lambda by 2. So this value is lambda. It means a half of a wave. It means here we consider that path difference is lambda by 2, and here we consider that 0. Okay, if these two angle we consider that theta. So this one is theta and this is also theta. Yes. Okay, so this one we consider that total angle is 90 degree. So here total angle is 90 degree and this angle is theta. It means so this one is 90 minus theta. And here perpendicular line. So this one is 90. So this angle theta. Yes, so this one is a theta, it means a remaining angle 90 minus theta, and this one is a 90. Definitely here we consider that this angle is a theta. Okay, so this one is a theta. Yes, so path difference. So path difference is nothing but a, suppose here we consider that a n is an perpendicular to this bx. Okay, so here path difference is nothing but a bn. So path difference bn is equal to lambda. Yes, okay, so here in this triangle abn, in this triangle we consider that a sine function. Why here we consider that sine function? Because we want a bn value. So bn is nothing but a path difference. So in this triangle we consider that a sine theta. So sine theta. So sine theta is equal to sine theta opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite bn and hypotenuse AB. So AB is nothing but so this width we consider that A. Okay, so this one is A. So BN is a path difference. So this reason, so path difference, so delta is equal to BN. It means a path difference is equal to A sine theta. A sine theta. Okay, so this one is a path difference. Okay, so Bn is a path difference. Its value we consider that lambda. So this reason here we consider that so path difference A sine theta 1. Why? Because we want to find out first secondary minimas. It means so this value we consider that theta 1. Okay, A sine theta 1 is equal to, so Bn value here we consider that lambda. Yes. So this reason path difference is lambda. Here path difference is lambda. Okay, when we make a slit into two parts, two equal parts, so two equal parts, so then path difference we will get a lambda. Okay, so here in between path difference is lambda by 2 and in between path difference is also lambda by 2. Yes, so these two path difference is lambda by 2 and these two path difference again lambda by 2. Why? Because total we consider that lambda. Suppose here we consider that 2 points. Yes, in between path difference. So in between path difference also we consider that lambda by 2. Yes, so this difference lambda by 2 and this one is lambda by 2. Suppose middle we consider that 2 points. Okay, so this distance, it means here also we consider that lambda by 2. Yes, okay, suppose here we consider that 2 ways and this path difference is also lambda by 2. Okay, so this reason in a first secondary minimas, so here we consider that so theta 1 is nothing but an angle of a diffraction. Yes, it means a diffraction angle A sine theta 1 is equal to lambda. So this reason here sine theta 1 is equal to lambda divided by A. Yes, suppose here we consider that we want to calculate secondary minimas. So secondary minimas. So secondary minimas means so slit dividing. Suppose here we consider that this one is a slit. Okay, so divide 4 equal parts. It means 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 equal parts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here path difference. Suppose so here we consider that 0 and this one is lambda by 2 and this one we consider that lambda and this one is 3 lambda by 2 and this one we consider that 2 lambda. So path difference is 2 lambda. So this reason here we consider that A sine theta 2. Why? Because so here we consider that secondary maxima. So this angle we consider that theta 2. Okay, so A sine theta 2 is equal to, so here we consider path difference is 2 lambda. So this reason Sin theta 2 is equal to 2 lambda divided by A. Suppose here nth secondary minimas, we want to find out nth secondary minimas. So this reason here we consider that A sin theta n. Why? Because nth secondary minimas theta n is equal to, so here n lambda, or sin theta n is equal to n lambda divided by A. N we consider that a nth band or nth secondary minimas. So this reason, so general formula we consider that a sin theta n is equal to n lambda divided by A. Okay, so here sin theta n is equal to n lambda divided by A. Okay, n is nth band or nth secondary minimas, lambda means wavelength divided by A. It means width of a slit. It means the distance between A and B. Next one, we want to find out secondary maximas. So minimas, here we consider that so this one is a destructive interference because intensity decreases. So this reason, so here we get a dark band. So that's the reason here we consider that intensity is minimum. So that's why, so this one is minimas. It means a destructive interference. Next one, secondary maximas. In secondary maximas, first we want to find out the first secondary maximas. First secondary maximas. In first secondary maximum, here we consider that a slit okay, and this slit make into 3 equal parts. In a secondary minimas, slit make into 2 equal parts, and here secondary maximas is secondary maximas. In secondary maximas, first we consider that first secondary maximas. In first secondary maximas, okay, so this slit so make a 3 equal part, but in first secondary minimas, slit make into 2 equal parts. Okay, so here, so this slit so makes into 3 equal parts. Okay, so 3 equal parts. Okay. So theta 1 dash, and this is also theta 1 dash. Why here we consider that theta 1 dash? Because theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 already we consider that secondary minimas. First secondary minimas, second secondary minimas, third secondary minimas, and here we consider that theta 1 dash, theta 2 dash, theta 3 dash. So these are represent secondary maximas. It means first secondary maxima, second secondary maxima, third secondary maximas. Okay, so this reason here we consider that theta 1 dash. Okay, so this slit make into 3 equal parts. Next, so path difference. So here we consider that 0, and this one is lambda by 2, and this one here we consider that lambda, and this one is 3 lambda by 2. It means a path difference. So path difference. So this difference we consider that 3 lambda by 2. So this one is a path difference. Okay, you already know that A sin theta 1 dash is equal to, so path difference 3 lambda by 2. It means a sin theta 1 dash is equal to 3 lambda divided by 2A. So this one is a formula to find out first secondary maximas. Suppose here we consider that second secondary maximas. Second secondary maximas. Second secondary maxima. Okay, in second secondary maxima, so this slits make a 5 equal parts. 5 equal parts. So here we did 3 equal parts and here 5 equal parts. It means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so slits makes into 5 equal parts. And here, so path difference 0 and this one is lambda by 2 and this one is lambda, 3 lambda by 2 and here 2 lambda and this one is 5 lambda by 2. Okay, so path difference here we get 5 lambda by 2. So this distance B and N. Okay, path difference is 5 lambda by 2. So this reason here we consider that so this angle is theta 2 dash and this one is also theta 2 dash. So this reason sine theta 2 dash is equal to 5 lambda divided by 2. It means sine theta 2 dash is equal to 5 lambda divided by 2a. Suppose we want to find out nth secondary maximas. So nth secondary maxima a sine theta n dash is equal to, so here 2n plus 1 lambda by 2. So here n we consider that 1, 2, 3 up to etc. any numbers. It means up to nth number. Okay, so here suppose we consider that this value is 1. It means 2 into 1, 2 plus 1. It means 3 lambda by 2. Suppose n value we consider that 2. Okay, 2 into 2, 4 plus 1. It means 5 lambda by 2. Suppose if we consider that 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7 lambda by 2. Yes. So this reason, so this one is a general formula of a secondary maximas. So this reason, here we consider that sine theta n dash is equal to 2n plus 1 lambda divided by 2a. So this one is a general formula of a secondary maxima, secondary minimas, central maxima. In central maxima path difference is 0 and a secondary minimas, so path difference we consider that suppose first secondary minimas path difference is lambda and a second secondary minimas, so path difference is 2 lambda. The same thing second secondary maximas. It means so secondary maxima, in that secondary maxima first secondary maxima, so path difference is 3 lambda by 2 and a second secondary maxima, so path difference we consider that 5 lambda by 2. Yes, so these two we consider that formula to find out secondary maximas and minimas.